Hi everyone, welcome to Sitconn with Poonam and Shreya. So Poonam, what is our topic today?
In the current scenario, when COVID is prevalent and the time is so uncertain, we don't know who in the family will get affected and what will be the result of that infection. And once someone gets infected, can you guess what is the main tension of the family members? How we will survive. Now, when we say survival means, again, one is the question of health, obviously. And nowadays, again, the question of health is dependent upon finance as well.
Finances.
So, finance plays a very major role in our life. Let us discuss about personal finance today. In general, public people are not aware in regard to finance and the
Correct.
principles of finance. I have seen many people who work a lot during the entire month. They earn a salary and they spend their life from one paycheck to another paycheck, right? So they don't plan their life, they don't plan their finances, they are just earning money and they are spending it. People need to understand the basics of savings, investments, finance, and personal finance, how to manage money. So, to start with, I would say that yes, we have to make a plan on
Yeah.
how to spend our money. Why we need to do that? Because our future is uncertain. We are not sure what is going to happen in the future. So, we have to save enough so that we provide for our future.
Correct. So we need to have a plan in place, as you rightly said, so that we have enough money to meet the ends.
Whenever we say planning, it is not only about family planning, we have to
Yeah.
have financial planning as well.
Yeah.
And people don't consider it to be important.
Correct.
So, when we say financial planning, a very important part of financial planning is budgeting.
Budgeting. Budget help us to control the expenses
Right,
and plan for the future.
right,
It guides us where do we need to cut down, where we need to spend. So budget help us to do that.
right. So, budget helps us to keep a track of our spendings, of our expenses. And when we are sure of our expenses, we can definitely do something to control them. So we have to evaluate, and maybe in this regard, we may have to make some sacrifices as well. We have to cut down, especially on the luxuries of our life.
Correct.
Right? So instead of if I'm planning for a vacation, and instead of opting only for all 7 stars or 5 stars, I can see if I can stay in 3 stars as well. That obviously helps to cut down the expenses.
We are not saying that you cut down your vacation, you don't go on vacation at all, but plan it effectively that matches to your income.
Right. So identify what is luxury in your life and what is necessity. And every
Correct.
person may have their own definition of luxury and necessity.
And necessities.
Accordingly, a person has to identify the expenses, cut down on the luxuries and necessities. Yes, they are important, but still you can identify if there is anything which can be sacrificed. And to have this evaluation or analysis, your credit card statements, your bill plans, they can definitely help. Keep on
Correct.
evaluating them. And
Correct.
once I'm able to measure it, I will definitely be able to manage it. So all the
Correct.
leakages will come into picture. And in case if the expenses are more than income, then definitely you have to do something so as to reduce the expenses. Because your spendings you are not able to afford, right? So affordability is a question in that case. So
Correct.
for that purpose, a person has to reduce their spendings,
Hmm.
right? So this can be done only when you start analyzing your expenses and income and then have a budget in place. And that will definitely help to keep a track on your expenses. And once you are able to understand your current situation, you can definitely manage it. And once you start managing it, you will have surplus and then you should do something to save and invest it.
Yeah. And also, so these are the few basics of money management. And as Herb Ecker once said, that it comes down to this, that either you control money or it starts controlling you. So
Right.
to control money, we must manage it.
True.
So
Focus on saving, develop a habit of saving, develop a habit of keeping a check on your expenses, develop a habit of making a budget. That will definitely help to make your future little bit certain, so that you know that these are your emergency funds that you have in case if you need it.
correct.
and keep multiplying your savings and investments, and keep
Yeah.
dividing your expenses. And realizing this need that people should know the urgency of understanding their personal finance, I'm coming up with a workshop, and it is open to public. And this workshop is specially designed for homemakers. So I felt the need that yes, because they are the first ones who have to suffer a lot in case any emergency or these kind of situations happen in the family. So the homemakers must be aware of the personal finances as well. And I would request especially the homemakers to register for the workshop if they want to know more about how to manage their finances and how to improve their relationship with money management. To register for the workshop, I will share the link below. So you can click at the link and get registered. So with this, let us wind up our today's episode, Shreya.
Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in every week and sharing your comments. It is really valuable to us. And with your comments, we are coming up every week with new episodes. Thank you so much. So till we meet next, keep smiling. Take care.